You don't know another nigga so focused, man. I hit the streets and I hits that dope shit. And you don't know another nigga so clean, every starch in his jeans with a walk so mean. Yeah, nigga, I walk like a pimp. Yeah, nigga, I talk.
Say it with me now, Alpha Male God 51 Spade in here for the ENT Entertainment. Right here, we're going to be covering a group that is talking about 90% of women are cheaters and never get caught. You tell me what y'all think. We're going to go ahead and roll tape and see what they talking about.
Him and his girl is on there. Now, his girl is also, like, she used to be in the industry. Like, she used to kind of be one of the women that, like, promoted it. And, you know, they just knew each other. So that was just a part of the industry. But she was one of the girls that, like, promoted it. To an extent, she can kind of be like, she was a younger girl, but she was kind of like, you know, in the industry as far as like being kind of like a mother to a lot of the women and getting them
like Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, kind of sort of like that, but not like that. Just kind of like managing and promoting and stuff like that. And I asked her, I said, listen, you familiar with so many different types of women, from the women that, you know, just go to the parties, from innocent women, bachelor parties and all of that. I said, if you had to guess what percentage of women cheat, what would you guess that number to be? She said definitively above 90%.
No, 90% is
definitively. She said.
Now I want you to look at the women's faces, like they were just totally shocked. Now we know this isn't true. I've done podcasts, I've done shows and things like that where I've interviewed women. They even have friends that have definitely cheated on their boyfriend. Wives that cheated on their husband, but the look on their faces is like a stun of shock. Do y'all believe that? I don't know. Leave comments. Tell me what y'all think. Let's continue on.
She said, listen, the difference between men and women is that women will take it to the grave. Like they will never get caught, a lot of them, and they will take it to the grave. So it's a disproportionate amount of women that, you know, that we believe, oh man, you know, you look at your grandmother and stuff, you know, grandmother probably got some kids that's not even from the man that she was married to, honestly. And they didn't have the technology back then to even be able to prove it differently. But she was like.
And when you look at some of these stories, I want you to remember that some of the stories they always will paint. They will paint stories where they say the dad was a Rolling Stone or grandpa was a Rolling Stone. He never stayed home, this and that. But they don't ever paint these narratives where the women, especially the grandmothers, ever did anything bad. It was always like the backbone held everything together. But he's making a great point that sometimes, you know, they are human. They do lie. They might even had children that weren't even from the husbands. I know I had a couple of those things going on in my family. Food for thought. Let's continue.
Nothing about my grandma Betty or grandma Luby.
She said definitively. She said definitively. She would say
no one even hear those stories
the
about
number
their
of women that
so they'll definitely be in
or
denial.
is cheating is well over 90%. If she had to guess.
Maybe
it's a
situation. Because, you know, anybody, a man or woman, could be a cheater, right? But with the right person, they won't cheat. So you got to find the right person. So, and then also you got to think of the clientele she had. Like those people,
you got to remember,
like general people. They're richer people.
That's
you know,
not
maybe
true.
they have more access.
Any woman, look, the client. It wasn't just the clientele.
Yeah, and keep in mind, she's trying to switch the narrative. Like she's trying to switch it because the title of this is like 90% of women cheat and take it to their grave. And she's like, well, hey, anybody can cheat, anybody can do that. We know this already, you know, but they will deflect often when they start getting in the hot seat. So you got to watch for this type of stuff too.
It was the women that the men that she managed a lot of time had access to. It was church girls. It was good girls. It was girls that had been married for a long time. It was girls that wasn't married. It was girls that was in a relationship. It was all types of women. And the fact that all of them, you know, different cultures of women cheated differently, but most of them never got caught. Most of them never got caught. And she said that if she had to guess based off of what she's seen in general from regular everyday women to women that were out there, over 90% of women, and this was out of her mouth, she says she believes that over 90% of women cheat.
Okay, but
You
why
gotta
do you,
if you're you gotta. There's like a finite time a woman has to cheat. You gotta like get in it.
And let's keep in mind, like, I want y'all to leave comments in the section. Like, do y'all believe, like, what they're talking about? Like, do 90% of women cheat and take it to the grave? Because I do want to kind of stay on topic. But I have a feeling like they're probably going to shift and go somewhere a little bit different. But you tell me, what are your thoughts about that? What is being said? Do y'all believe that? You know, of course, like, I just want to stay on the topic of that. But do you believe women are out here cheating like that? Or you think that that number is a little bit too high? Let's continue.
And get out.
No, it's not.
Yes. The longer you stay with the nigga, the more likely you're gonna get caught with this nigga. You gotta get in.
Quentin, but you missing it. Listen, the guy, Ray said, listen, for some of these women, he never even took them outside of the car. He said he would bust them down in the car.
That's what I said. There's like a finite time you have to cheat with one person.
I believe.
You can't be having this big long relationship cheating. It's like I got busted down one night.
And I get what Antoine is saying. I think he is missing the point. And keep in mind, I can also speak from personal experience, from being the side dude. Like, to me, I never received a good reason of why the woman was cheating. They just did. And in some cases, I even felt bad for the guy. I had one situation where it was like her childhood sweetheart. They grew up together, had kids together, got married, and bam, just like that. No warning, no nothing. And she's taking that to the grave. Because if he doesn't know today, it's definitely going to the grave. So, that's a little bit, Hey, leave the comments. Tell me what y'all think about this topic.
Cheat forever, bro. I'm telling you.
I think that actually might be true because honestly, women are more observant. Like, we can pick up cheating. We can pick up a man's habits. I don't think men are as that observant. Like, I can know if I study a guy, like, I'll know what time, how long it takes him to get back home. I know how his mood is, like his smell. We're very observant. At times, men are not that observant.
I think men are observant. They're just so prideful to think this bitch won't do it to me.
No.
And I'm not gonna go that route as far as like, I can't speak for all men, so I will just speak for me. I'll say I do agree with her with saying like a lot of men are not that observant, but when you really think about the not being that observant, most men who aren't that observant, they're already cheating themselves. The reason they're not paying attention to you is because they're cheating themselves. Now, the other percentage of men who actually get cheated on is they're swarmed with work. Like, they're not paying attention because they out actually frying the bacon. They work 16, 18-hour days and their work is nonstop. So the wife gets neglected and things of that sort. So I would say that would be, I think she's finna go that route. So let's continue and let's find out. Let's see what she's saying.
Oh, no, they're not as observant.
I was cheating with this one lady, and she used to tell me, that her husband's like, you kiss me different, blah, 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 while we were doing whatever we're doing. Like, men notice, they just don't think it would happen to them.
No.
Hey, Anton. Or men just don't care.
You notice that?
You know?
Yeah, she was like, my wife kissed me. Like, I kiss you different because she was kissing me, and I switched up the shit.
Hey, Anton.
Did you call me?
Down here, Keith.
What up,
did she give a reason as to why she think that why the women of the 90% cheat? Did she give a reason, like, or she just said that they cheat, but did she ever go into why she believed that they cheated?
Why they cheat, or why they cheat? Why these women in particular cheat?
Oh yeah, or if they gave reasons why they cheat.
That's a good question.
No,
Just out of curiosity.
She didn't go into the reasons. They did separate the difference between the way that like Japanese women cheat, how most white women cheat. She said that white women is willing to share a lot more. Like, let's say, for example, it would be at a party, like a dancer would be at the party, at a bachelorette party, or just a private party or something like that. And she said that, or the guy, because the guy was on there too. It was her and the guy. And he said, he could go down on one girl and then he can go over to the other girl and they willing to share. Like, they just want the action.
I can see that.
Ew.
Unfortunately, I can see that.
Now, y'all tell me what do y'all think about that. Is it like a difference with the reason reason behind women and do white women are willing to share? Like, this is definitely a question for y'all. Are white women willing to share more than Japanese, black women? I do feel he's definitely going to say black women are definitely not on the wave of sharing. If I had to go out on a limb before this is even said, but I do have a strong feeling he's going to say, black women just don't like to share.
Hey.
Yeah, your service.
Yeah,
I'm back. But he said that they said that the black women want you, but they wanted you individually. Like, they didn't want to share. They
How did I know
to be
that?
their side dude or whatever like that. So
Becky down for anything nowadays. That's how it was in college, though. Becky was the worst one. Just let it out. Y'all just think it was black. I went to white college.
I'm not gonna let y'all talk about white people like that.
I went to a white college. Those girls were doing, but guess what? They're all married now. They knew how to shut that shit down. Their whole transcript got deleted, but they were the worst in college.
Their whole transcript got deleted.
Transcript.
Yo, it was wild.
That shit got
they
expunged.
was knocking shit down. Like,
and I'm not gonna really say like, your whole transcript will get deleted. Once you have a data file on it, there will always be someone out there that has a file on you. Now, you probably could change your ways, but I'm not going to say your whole transcript got deleted. I'm definitely not going to agree with that.
I mean, like back then too. But that was a good question. I just want to know, we're talking about cheating. That's our first subject. Why do you think women cheat though? I think I was listening to a podcast earlier and they said that women cheat because they're not sexually satisfied or they're not getting the attention from their men. But I mean, I don't know. Why do men cheat?
I think they cheat just because they want some more dick. Like, it's as shameful as it is. When I see women that cheat with me, I'm like, I'm not giving you nothing. We're fucking when we can, and that's it. It ain't like we spending time together. I'm not giving you what you're missing from your husband, but you're cheating on your husband.
I don't think it's about the dick, because if most men don't give women orgasms, why would it be about the dick? So I'm a little confused on that.
Well, I'm speaking from my experience. Like, you can't, like, we just have sex. Like, you're cheating on your husband. You're just having sex with me. We're not doing nothing else. I'm not feeding you emotionally. We're not going out. We're not doing nothing. We're having sex when you have time to have sex, and that's it.
I think it's three main reasons that women cheat. I think one of the main reasons, just in my personal opinion, and just hearing all the stories in my lifetime and listening to stories, I think that one of the main reasons is retaliation. Like, they figure out, or they feel like the guy is already cheated, so they're getting them back. I think a second reason is like control. Like, they just don't want to be controlled, so they want to do what they want to do, and so they want to step out. And I think that's kind of some of the main reasons that
they're a cheater.
And I'm going to stop it right there because I don't want to get too far off a topic. You guys tell me what you think. Those answers that they're giving as far as like why they want to know why why do you think the woman cheats? They cheat for the exact, a cheater is a cheater. So they cheat for the exact same reason that a man would cheat. Those things about being lonely, not having attention or things, those are the exact same reasons why a man would cheat. So we're not going to even get into that. Y'all tell me, what do y'all think? Like, is it this number? Do you think this number is too high, that 90% of women cheat and will never get caught? Do they take it to their grave? Or do you believe that this is not a true thing? Y'all leave comments y'all leave your comments and tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button and notification, because we will be chatting and reviewing and talking about media and news that's going on this channel right here. So this is Alpha Male God for ENT signing off. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time, peace.